Is he gone?
And you let her go.
No, he's gone. As Passenger, Let Her Go, and along with Andy, the lovely Andy Barrett. Wasn't he super? And what an intellect on music. Really knows his stuff. And, you know, obviously, as he said, he's been doing it from he was 3 years old. That's when you know that you're born and bred for the music world. Now, after Andy, I have got a very special guest and very excited to have the fabulous Purdy, jazz singer from Henley. And Purdy has been travelling and appearing with Jules Holland. Let's name drop some of the best, because I've actually seen Jules Holland as well when he's with Lulu at Stoner Park, whenever they party in the park. And the man is incredible, and they've got a most amazing band. So I'm sure the experience has been great. Anyway, we're going to find out more about Purdy, and we'll hear some of her music as well too, and have a chat with her. And my co-presenter for this half of the programme is the super duper duper Mark Harris. Hello, Mark.
Hello, how are you?
I'm really good. This is you're out of your comfort zone.
I'm quite comfortable. I've done a couple of my comfort zone is Biz Buzz, which is every other Thursday. But I like this. This is so much less pressure and
less pressure.
It's a nice chit chat and play some nice music. And here I am with two lovely ladies. What else could I want?
Shut up. Yeah, no pressure. I'm going to put pressure on you, pal.
Go for it. I can do it.
Under pressure.
I know that song. And that was the fabulous Purdy. Hello, Purdy. How are you?
I'm very well.
And
better for seeing you.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, okay.
Now, you've been at the Kenton Theatre, homecoming gig.
Yes, the wonderful Kenton Theatre.
I know. I love the Kenton. Isn't it a bit spooky, though, being on that stage? For it's a very old theatre.
It's not
Can't you feel
spooky,
everybody knows?
But it's, yeah.
It's a big hug theatre.
Yeah, there's a kind of nostalgia in there. It's
Is there?
lovely.
But you're a Henley girl, aren't you?
I am, yeah. I was born
Okay,
in
so did you used to go to the theatre as a
Has he started
and
already?
never realised you'd
He's
be on
butting in.
stage?
I may have done
Excuse me.
Sorry.
I know. Yeah.
I'm just, okay.
I'm just letting you know. Start of this
So
programme.
nice to be fought over before midday. I love it. Yeah, no, it's always lovely to come home and do local gigs, and the Kenton Theatre is. I love the fact that it's, you know, apart from the front, which they've changed and made a bit modern, which is a bit disappointing.
Oh no!
I love the fact that the rest of the building is old and traditional and beautiful.
Well, yeah, listen, I'm going to play the first song you've chosen, because we've got to sort out your microphone there, because we're not hearing you.
Oh,
That's better. Mark's that side of the desk. Do the education bit.
Okay. While the next bit of music playing, I'll give you a bit of microphone lessons, because you've never used a
no,
microphone.
it's okay.
Really,
I'm quite capable of moving closer
and
okay.
shouting. Here we go. This is Feeling Good, one of your selections. We're going to get us all off to a good start. Feeling Good, Nina Simone.
Yay.
I just about said it. That's a great song, Purdy. Is this a genre that you find yourself into, or is this just something you just love listening to?
I think when I first heard Nina Simone, that was when I knew that I couldn't stop myself, you know, entering the world of music and writing songs.
Really?
And singing. Yeah, I just totally fell in love with her. And then I started to discover people like Ella Fitzgerald and Peggy Lee, Julie London, and just fell in love with that era, kind of romantic era.
Love
but
that
it's quite it's strange, because it's very romantic, but at the same time it's sort of tragic and angsty, you know, if you listen to the lyrics.
I'm trying to think of the one. What's the one with the cotton fields? You know that song? I can't get the tongue around it now.
Is this Nina?
Is it Nina singing? You're allowed to speak now.
Oh, good. Yeah. When I have no idea where the answer is, that's when you tell me I can talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Cotton Pickers.
And the cotton.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know when if you got half of
Is it Paul Robeson?
No, it's a woman.
No, okay, fine.
Oh, we'll work on it. I'll get Google up and I'll just ask Cotton Fields and see what comes up.
Or a different search engine.
But it's other search engines are available. I am bored saying that. Bored.
I know.
But your own sound is beautiful. I'm going to play one of your songs next, so we hear what your sound like, and sort of whenever you say you fall in love with somebody like that, you picked almost that song on the video that you sent me, Mark. Beautiful. awesome.
Yeah.
And the video was incredible to watch as well too. Is that on a YouTube one?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
While people are listening, they can go and have a look at it. Which one
Yes,
is it?
it's called Next Time.
Oh,
Next Time Purdy on YouTube, and have a look, and you'll see lots of clips from the old movies. Is
I
that the
know.
one?
Do you know?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Do you know, I was going to give myself a competition, and I thought, how many films is actually on that? Do you know?
Oh, I don't.
That's
a good question.
There's
Highly
got to be
illegal, actually.
Well, there's got to be a dozen. Do you know what? First,
Shouldn't talk about it. No, I just picked all my favourite moments in film,
Yeah.
and one of them obviously being, James Bond.
Yes.
And I was
Yeah.
lucky enough to grow up on Ian Fleming's estate. My dad farmed
did you?
the land.
Yeah.
So
Really?
So there's kind of a little affinity with the Bond films, and I think I definitely took inspiration from the music.
Oh, can I just get a plug in there as well too? Because talking about the James Bond, because the James Bond books were actually written at the home of Sue Ryder, the hospice,
Yes.
and they are doing.
That's where I live,
that's
in the
where you
grounds. And now people might be able to come and stalk me.
hey, you
If I'm
said it.
lucky.
Yeah, if you ask nicely.
It is. Lord, watch out for him. They're actually doing their Women of Achievement Awards coming very soon. So February the 5th, get your nominations in for the Women of Achievement Awards. It's a really big, high fluting competition. Well, it's got harder, but it's asking for nominations from local people. Berkshire, Buckinghamshire and Oxfordshire are the only people that can apply for this one in the southwest, and it's going to be a tea party this time. Full three-course
right.
dinner, but we have a dinner and everything, but it's very prestigious.
Oh, lovely.
Love it.
Women of Achievement Awards. Look at
I
that.
hope you'll be there, Yolande, obviously.
Absolutely, I'm there,
Good.
definitely.
So it's Next Time by Purdy, but forgive me for asking, but how do you spell Purdy? Because there could be all sorts of...
Purdy.
How would you have spelled it?
I'd have put an E in it if I hadn't known, because I think the
Yes, there is
Avengers
a- there is
character had an
a-
E in it. Did she?
Sugar-based drink called Purdy.
Really? Okay. And I think when Joanna Lumley played Purdy in the Avengers, I think there was an E in Purdy.
Yes, there
for her.
was. Yeah, I just want to confuse everybody.
It worked.
Really echoing in my ears.
The sweetest thing happened actually when I was doing a gig and not so long ago at the Crooked Billet.
Oh, I know
And
that,
then,
yes.
some people bought their little daughter, and her name was Purdy, and she'd been being bullied at school for being called Purdy.
Really?
And they wanted to bring her along and say, "Look, there's another Purdy singing."
Quite right.
So don't worry too much. But it was really lovely. And
Oh, that's really
She brought me a
sweet.
picture. It was really
Oh, I love Purdy as well too. I just thought she was P-U-R-D-Y. That's how I would have spelled it. I don't know, but I must admit, whenever I told people I got Purdy on, they all said, "What, Joanna Lumley?"
Yeah, and then now they're massively disappointed. Maybe I'll do her voice.
Hey, not bad.
Oh, sweetie darling.
But you have very eclectic. Now, what was this album of yours called as well too?
Oh, Diamond in the Dust is my album.
Why not the rough?
I know. I didn't even know about that.
Oh, are you serious?
Someone told me about it afterwards. They thought I'd pinched it, but I didn't. Diamond in the Rough. Who's that by again? Is that not Leonard Cohen?
Keep asking
No.
hard questions.
Or is it Diamond in the Rough?
Look, he's going to go bashing on the thing.
In the background, I'm
Yeah.
Googling it as
I,
we
have,
speak.
I haven't got Googling on my
No,
cotton song.
it's just us saying.
Summertime. There you go. I've got it. Summertime.
Okay.
we're living is
easy. Well done,
Hey,
that one.
Joanne. Just rock on, Mary. Now, out of your lovely songs, "Diamond in the Rough," Diamond in the Dust. You see, I went and wrote "rough" after talking about it. whenever you're saying something when you're trying to write at the same time, you write it. That's what I've just done.
Yeah, it's alliterative. Diamond in the dust.
It's alliterative.
Alliterative, which is itself alliterative.
Enunciate correctly. Alliterative. I'm surprised I could repeat that. What would you say? You Diamond in the Dust. You've got a lot of lovely songs on there. I went through them all as well too, listening to all of them. Took me ages, by the way, a long time. That's devotion and dedication.
Thank you.
Which is your favourite?
Oh, I go through, like with most albums, you go through
Yeah.
stages of liking different songs.
Yeah.
I think I'm closest to the Dream in Colour, which I released just before Christmas.
Oh.
And it's a bit of a love song, saying goodbye to someone you don't really want to say goodbye to.
That was the last one I listened to. I was playing it all over that Dream in Colour, and actually, when I'd set this up earlier on, Dream in Colour is the one that I put out. Hey, spooky.
Well, there you are. But then there's lots of sort of fun, quirkiest sort of ones that I bit more of a kind of Amy Winehouse-y feel to them. Yeah. I really like those, and the Bond feel. But
Bondy.
I've got a different relationship with all of them, obviously, because I wrote them about bit of heartache I was experiencing.
Of course. But you've actually written all these songs as well?
I have, yes. I did some wonderful... I was lucky enough to write with some amazing writers. So I co-wrote with Matt Johnson from Jamiroquai. Incredible. Ian Barter, who wrote with Amy Winehouse, and Emily Phillips, and my producer Andy Wright, who's been massively involved in the whole process. And he works with, he did Imelda May's album, he works with Simply Red all the time, Simple Minds, Chrissy Hind, Jeff Beck.
Oh, I say, don't I love my job? Like, look at all these people all one handshake away.
As I said to the Queen the other day, I hate name droppers.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not name dropping myself.
No, he was talking about the pub. He was in the pub.
I'm impressed by them.
I'm totally awestruck by you, and you've got the most beautiful radio voice as well too, can I just tell you as well. We're going to listen to yours. Dream in Colour.
Thanks for
Mark has. Dream in Colour, Purdy. Oh, Purdy, you've got that lovely husky voice bit there as well too. Really nice. You're a real fan, Mark, aren't you?
I am, yeah, and the listener can't see how embarrassed she's looking when you say things like that. But
are you?
Yeah, it is. It's great. I've been a fan for a long time.
Really?
I don't know where I stumbled across you. Sorry?
That's a nice thing to say.
Oh, hey, I only say it because it's true. But I don't know how I first stumbled across you. Maybe because it was a local thing or whatever. But yeah, some good stuff, some good videos, fun. I like your fun.
You're
videos.
A stalker.
No, I'm not. And because I've never been anywhere near the estate in Henley. Oh,
shocking.
No, just a bit of a fan, and I was very happy to be a little bit instrumental in you being here today, so that the Marlow listenership can get to hear some of you as well.
Yeah, booming.
I love Marlow.
How can you not?
Marlow.
Did you say that,
Marley.
Did you say I love Rotherham last week? And
you weren't there as well, were you?
No.
Oh, thank goodness! I was getting worried there. Check you out.
No, we love Marlow as well, and there's a lot to love here.
There is. There's a lot of love. Marlow gives people a hug. Doesn't it?
It does. It's very rare to hear of bad stuff happening.
It's right classy.
Right up there. Right up there.
You're a Henley girl saying Marlow's right classy.
I know.
Sure.
Yeah,
well, I'm not really a Henley. Well, I was born in Henley, but I'm more of a Nettlebed girl.
Oh yeah.
Let's give
Henley.
Nettlebed a shout. Yay! Nettlebed population 3.
Oh, there's a lot goes on at Nettlebed. Yeah. There's a lot goes on at Nettlebed. It's all hushed under the carpets.
Absolutely, yeah.
I went up that way. Do you know, it's a long time ago. It is a long time ago. There's back in the day when Reading had a TV programme. Ooh. And Reading TV, would you believe it? But we had a night up there, and of course it's local lads came around there because Philip Schofield was up that way somewhere, and Philip Schofield came. Vince Hill and his wife came. And somebody else.
Simon Williams?
Exactly right.
Really?
It was Simon Williams. It was exactly who it was. Simon Williams was there.
Hi, Simon, if you're listening.
Hi, Simon. Listen to me saying hi, Simon. And I know they all came to this event, and it was a fundraiser as well, charity night. It was absolutely superb. And it was a local pub. But we crawled out at about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Good work.
Of course, nobody was buying drinks at that time, of course.
No.
Closed
Seriously.
for a party. It was closed for a private party.
You're playing Scrabble.
Yeah. You'd had your one
We had
drink
bell
for the
ringers.
night, and that was it.
We had bell ringers. It was obviously a Christmas time. I remember the bell ringers being in there. Absolutely fabulous night. Absolutely super. There we go. And just letting you know, I've been to Nettlebed once.
Yes, well.
I've been on the car boot sale once a month.
I don't think I have.
Brilliant, yeah. There's nothing like a good Sue Ryder sale, is there? Start the weekend off.
I know, to try and find a car parking space.
I sometimes I have to fight people to get home.
I would say you'd have to fight people to get past that woman that the Rottweiler on the gate. I live here. I'm going to try that next time.
Yeah,
I go.
you should.
I will.
No, I'm giving the game away.
My best friend lives
I'll
here.
never get home.
Oh dear, bless us. Well, there we go. Nettlebed, it all happens up in Nettlebed. Never mind Henley, it all happens in Nettlebed. And now you're next, getting you back on track music-wise. You sent me a lovely selection of music, and it's lovely to have the different ones, because they're very different side then of Nancy Sinatra as well too.
Yeah.
And do you find these people, that went, the ones that have gone before, do you find they influence your music, or is it just what they sing about, or is it the people themselves?
Ooh, a lot of the time I'm quite specific in sort of picking out songs that will touch me, or somehow I can relate to.
Yeah.
Nancy Sinatra had a sort of sass about her, didn't she?
She did,
She
yeah.
was very cool.
Yeah.
And I loved Bang Bang. That was
Yeah.
that was the song for me that really just
Were you feeling like
it
shooting
had that
somebody at
kind
the
of-
time?
And I've kind of sort of inherited that that weird kind of spy. She's like just feels like an undercover
Yeah,
spy almost,
absolutely.
isn't she? A bit of a femme fatale, and I kind of I don't know. I just
You're a frustrated Bond girl, really, aren't you?
yes, I am.
Yeah.
I so am.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Well, I
you've
thought
sussed
about-
me already.
Yeah. I thought about all the questions I might want to ask you, and one of them was ambitions to be a
Yeah, I
Bond girl
guess
one
I do.
day.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I think
have
she could be one.
Dreams of
Being a Bond.
just being on the run and
And Daniel Craig
seducing
slowly walking
beautiful
out of
men.
the-
Yeah, we need. Do you think it would work if we had a Bond woman?
Oh gosh.
Oh, it's been
No.
talked
James
about.
Bond, what was Jemima Bond?
That's an
Jemima
interesting
Bond.
thought, isn't it?
Yeah, next Bond's going to be a woman.
Oh, I don't know.
Rumour had it.
I've got no problem with a woman playing a lead in a spy film or being an MI6, whatever,
Yeah.
but not James Bond.
Who
'cause
was your
James-
favourite Bond?
I think Daniel Craig, actually. I think
Yeah.
he really epitomises it.
Still Sean Connery.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Do you know who mine is? Roger Moore.
Oh, really?
Because it's funny. Because he's got
Yeah.
that kind of tongue
Well, to
in
me, he's
cheek.
still the saint. He's still the saint. Because, you remember the little TV
Yes.
series, The Saint?
You'd go,
He was on that.
something's
I'll tell you
just come
my
up.
favourite for him is The Persuaders. He was great in that. I thought.
That was with
Remember the
Tony
Curtis. Yeah.
Look
yeah,
at me
yeah.
remembering that.
Yeah,
I'm
showing my
practicing for
age.
this quiz on Sunday.
I know, his Purdy's gone all quiet. What's the saint? What's the Persuaders? Were you born?
No, she wasn't. But no, I love the dark, the sultry. Definitely Sean Connery, and I met the guy who was an agent for Roger Moore at the time, and he was talking about Roger doing them because, of course, Roger Moore has done most of the James Bonds. He has done the most.
Has he?
And
See?
I did not know that. Yes, James.
He's a winner, yeah.
He is. He's very corny, but mention they love him. I think he's really corny.
Yeah, he was corny,
But James Bond had that voice and he had the look,
I wonder. I've not read the books, and I wonder if Ian Fleming wrote the books to be sort of tongue-in-cheek, corny, or whether he's spinning.
who he imagined his Bond to be.
Yeah, can you? Yeah, that'd be an interesting one. If he had to choose an actor to play Bond while he was writing those books up in his very posh house up there in Nettlebed.
He must have had to say early on, in the early days, but
Maybe he'd have picked a David Niven archetypal English.
Now I can't hear you at all.
I can't imagine David Niven sort of fighting.
No, Rowan Atkinson.
Oh, do stop it, old boy. Give it a rest.
Yeah, it don't quite work, does it?
Yeah, what's the Rowan Atkinson character in the stupid films that he does? Which I
Bean?
love. Sorry? No, not the Mr. Bean stuff.
Oh, Blackadder.
Blackadder.
No. Well, he's a spy. He's a James Bondy type character in MI.
Oh, I have seen that, but I can't really.
Yeah,
it irritates the life out of me. I don't watch
Oh
it.
no, I love it. I love
I
that
agree.
sort of humour.
I didn't irritate
It
me.
did irritate you
anyway.
as well.
Too annoying. Anyway, let's have a little bit of Nancy Sinatra and the Bang Bang. Trip down memory lane for many of us.
Hooray.
You and me anyway. That is such a sultry voice, isn't it, of Nancy Sinatra there.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like
I love
you.
it. Yeah.
We started off saying that when I introduced you that you've been on the tour with Jules Holland. Which is a lovely name to drop in there as well too. So how did that happen?
I met Jules at the Boysdells Jazz Club in London about 2 years ago, and I met him and his lovely manager, and we got chatting, and I just said, can I keep you posted with my, with my album, when my album comes out, and I'll send you music, and if you can, help me in any way, that would be amazing. Think of me along the way. And his manager kindly got in touch and said they'd be happy for me to support Jules during his UK tour before Christmas. So that was absolutely amazing.
You must have fallen on the floor when he got that message.
I did. It's amazing because obviously my background is jazz. I started out as a jazz singer. I'm not so much now. I sang for the Oxford Jazz Company, and I just, because like I was saying about falling in love with those types of singers, I kind of
like the Ella Fitzgeralds.
Yeah, and I've got that lower register, so it kind of suits me. But to then. I kind of, as a younger performer, imagine that's what I imagined, where I imagined I would be. And then I come full circle. I end up supporting a man that I admire, who has the most credible music television show.
Oh, yes.
He's just an incredible musician, really respects musicians and artists, and looks after his band, and they're all lovely, down-to-earth people. So it was a real pleasure.
What's that like playing with the big? Did you play with the big band behind you?
We're five altogether.
Oh, you're you're separate.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not. I've played with bigger bands, but that suits us. We're piano, double bass, guitar, drums, and the pianist plays sax as well.
Oh, lovely.
And I've got two of the boys do BVs, and they're wonderful. Really adds to the textures of the songs. Backing vocals, sorry.
Just
technical jargon.
Don't go technical here, because one is on a learning curve.
So they often say you should be careful what you wish for. You got something that you wished for, so how was the reality compared to what you thought it might be?
It was an absolute dream come true, especially, walking out into the Albert Hall.
Whoa!
And looking up to the rafters and thinking, this is my favourite venue.
Yeah.
In London, I
awesome.
I couldn't think of a better place to be showcasing my own songs with my band.
That's got to be a bit of a choker moment.
I was incredibly emotional. The adrenaline rush as well.
It's got to be, because I'm feeling it for you at the moment. It's like I've been there, and I just think, can you imagine walking out on that stage and this is like all your dreams come home at one time. Just you're there,
and the audience was so. I mean, Jules always has really friendly, warm audiences anyway, but. They had received it so well, and really appreciative. Big applause.
I should think you got a big applause. I'm not surprised, because the sound's fabulous. When you go on with Jules Holland, how many songs do you get to sing?
I sang 7 songs
that's
a night.
Good.
So
that's not bad.
That's decent, isn't it?
That's not a token couple of songs. That's a decent gig. I hate it when I go to a gig and there's a support act on and the vast bulk of the audience are just ignoring it. It's just so disrespectful. And from the sound of it, that's not what happened with you. People were...
No, I made sure I was wearing something see-through, so if they stopped listening...
At least they were looking, even if they weren't listening.
You had a Mulder moment.
Exactly.
Hey, that's an intriguing strategy.
I think it works for me.
I'll just think about that for a bit.
I said,
Con them.
Everybody talks about the X-Files, because the X-Files talking about coming back. Scully and Mulder's making a comeback, but everybody remembers Mouldy standing in that window in her white in her white dress.
Do you know what? I have no idea what you're talking about, and I'm sticking to that story.
Yeah, you liar. So you have a Mulder moment. Keep your date dressed.
Is it Mulder or Scully's the girl, isn't it?
It's Scully the girl.
Scully's the girl. Yeah.
I want to see, but I'd rather see Mulder in a
I
dress.
think I'd rather see Mulder in that night
I
dress.
tune in for that.
Oh, do you know, that's because I went and put the names down the wrong. It's Scully and Mulder or Mouldy and Scully. Because I can't work out which way around they are, then I said the
Neither
wrong
of them are
one.
Mouldy.
Oh, no wonder that's hilarious.
I was about to Google it and I'm just not going there.
While we gather ourselves together, we're going to play another song. I try to abide by the 7-minute rule. I've lost my glasses and they're stuck on my head again, aren't they? When you wear glasses and then you stick the headphones on top and you can't find them.
How can you find your glasses when you haven't got your glasses? That's
Well,
what I wanna know.
see, like, for goodness sake, you're supposed to be a co-presenter. Do some work.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Sorry. And what? Find your glasses for you.
What's part of it?
You
No,
can
it's
borrow
just-
mine if you like.
Yeah, keep them on, brother. Right, you mentioned Amy Winehouse as well too, because like a lot of your songs sort of they sort of resonate that way, don't they? They sort of, because you've got the same husky, deep, really good, sexy voice.
Maybe, probably both listen to a lot of 50s artists and...
Well, she hardly comes into that category, does she?
well,
Poor
she
Amy.
listened to... She loved, that era of music. And so did I. So do I. So, I mean, what an incredible artist. And, it's just quite... it took I feel like it took a long time for someone incredible to come through. In the same at the same level as the greats.
Yeah.
I suddenly, when I was listening to her, I suddenly felt like, this could be the next Ella Fitzgerald of our time. It was.
Yes, I never
she
got the chance to
blew
prove
me
it.
away.
What a shame. What a shame, because I know there's some people said, she was the best singer-songwriter, and I thought, well, that was, that's quite a big statement to make. At the time whenever she died, some people were saying that was a big statement to make. But as you said, if she had lived, she could well have been. Well, for all the people, like you're talking about people from the 50s that have really influenced you, and the influenced Amy Winehouse as well. Who's going to be around now that's going to influence people in... What,
Good question.
50 years
do you
time?
know what?
Adele
have to
probably
say,
do it.
David Bowie, even though I wasn't a huge fan of his, I very much respected his work, and he's written some incredible songs,
I agree,
which
yeah.
actually now I've heard them again. You go, oh my God, why didn't I have that in my record collection? But the saddest thing for me was when he passed away was knowing that we've lost. It felt like last of the great artists that were truly allowed to express themselves and reinvent themselves and go beyond beyond bounds to.
He did really, because that's what Andy was saying earlier on. He was so creative and he covered so many different genres.
But
And
we're not allowed. I mean,
You're not allowed to now?
We don't have. And I mean, obviously, if you're signed to a record label and you have a machine behind you to allow you to do this, I still think we're somehow. Everything's gone a bit clinical and just it's sort of.
It's all very structured.
Limited.
You fit in this shoebox.
Absolutely, yeah. And with these reality shows,
X Factor and The Voice and stuff.
everyone seems to me to be encouraged to be very pristine and sing perfectly. David Bowie didn't sing perfectly.
no.
Bob
But
Dylan
he was, but he had his integrity. He was genuine.
I think that's what Andy was saying earlier on as well too. This is why Adele is so much in charge of what she's doing, that she calls the shots because she's powerful enough to be able to do that. But everybody else is falling into a manufactured sound. Because that's what we're listening to at the moment. But it does.
Absolutely,
It does seem sort of like
muck pop.
Ooh, you're about to get McSued.
I think that's brilliant. Pop.
But a lot of people in the music
Create a
industry,
new name.
Yeah, a lot of people in the music hate the Simon Cowells of this world because they are.
You're about to get sued now.
yeah, allegedly.
He knows them personally.
Because it is about putting people in a shoebox and manufacturing this and putting a band together. And you know what? People have always put bands together, and there's always been manufactured stuff. The Monkees would be a good example. And
that was my group. I love the Monkees.
Me too. Love the Monkees. Regularly
They were
play their
great.
stuff.
Yeah.
Great fun, etc. But I also love some of the individualistic, proper, talented people who slogged to make it through the industry rather than.
I get upset because I just think we are distracting the world from the other David Bowies that are out there.
I think you're very right.
Slogging their guts out to try and be heard, and real visionaries creating incredible, unique things and beautiful music, and we don't get to hear it.
Mind you, I think we're getting better at going to the festivals and things are getting better turnouts.
But then the same thing again is who gets to perform at the festivals.
Well, they are quite generous with quite a few of the slots on there, especially when they go for the small stages. You do have to work your way up, but to get into a festival, like it's got to be one of the things you've got to want to do is to be at a festival. Like, why anybody wants to sit in a field in the middle of all that mud, God alone knows. But it's not my thing. But at least get out and listen to the local bands because they're appearing in our local pubs and clubs.
Absolutely.
Because that's something that we can do. Support local talent.
Absolutely.
As you are one. We're going to adopt you even though you're on Nettlebed.
And I have to, you plugged something before, I have to plug Marlow Rock Bottom is coming around again this
Not
June.
Marlow's bottom rocking again. Wow.
And it's a long way from just rock. It's all sorts of stuff and a lot of homegrown local talent there.
Oh,
and,
great.
we
When's
have the
that?
occasional-
When's that then?
Oh, June the something.
And you're plugging it now?
Are we talking about booking a date here?
Yeah. Flash your eyes. Look, let's get Purdy there.
I will talk to the powers that be.
And he'll be...
Exciting.
I know,
Couldn't
he'll be
get
there.
anyone better. Sorry?
Your stalker will
Will
be
you
there.
be? Shall we do a duet?
Oh, you so don't want that to happen. Do you know what
I do.
I know about auto. I'd really love someone to start a business where people like me who are nobodies and who can't sing can just go along and record a song that they process through auto-tune so I can hear what it would sound like if I could sing. It would be so nice.
You see, because I wrote this duet, but I wrote it for me and Frank Sinatra to sing, but he died. So
you'd
I was
like me to
thinking
do it with you.
I think that sounds fair enough, standing. I think you should have a go,
Fair
Mark.
dues.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a go. Can we do it with auto-tune somehow?
Absolutely.
Well, in the
sure
meantime, we'll listen to Amy Winehouse. This is one of your choices. You know, we could be with all this lovely music and we're supposed to be playing half of it and talking too much.
Boring
Not
everyone
like you,
today.
Mary.
You know I'm no good. Amy Winehouse. I'm dedicating this one to Mark. There goes the lovely Amy, and you know I'm no good. I didn't really mean that, Mark. You know I love you. You know I love you. Don't you?
You love me.
There's a lot of love here.
A lot of love, a lot of hugs here at Marlow FM. You listen to Mary Flavelle, Mid-Morning Matters with the lovely Purdy from Henley, and of course Mark Harris co-presenting with me this morning, or trying to.
I've given
desperately
it my
hard.
best shot. This is as good as it gets, I'm afraid.
I've got the fader. I can turn him off. We have got.
I thought you already had.
I did, but we've got some lovely people listening. We're giving is Jamiroquai man's listening, isn't he? Oh, Matt Johnson. Hello.
Very sweetly just sent me a text. Hi, Matt.
Hello,
Lots
Matt.
of love to you.
Matt, would you like to come into Marlow FM?
Yeah.
We are crazy here. We are absolutely crazy. Like,
Well,
an
some of
hour's
us are,
gone.
yeah.
Well, some of us are crazy. You have to be crazy to work here, and it helps. You know that saying.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd love to talk to Matt.
You must.
Jamaica
yeah.
must. But now, listen, lovely, gorgeous Purdy. I've got another call in as well too from the fabulous Raymondo Marcus, as he's known now.
It sounds
Raymondo.
like he should be a 50s
That's a
singer.
fabulous
with a
name.
like
It's a
that.
great name, isn't it, Marcus? Yeah, no, I love it. Raymondo. And anyway, he's phoned in, and because he was very interested in what you were saying about Frank Sinatra, and you've written this song for, like, when Frank Sinatra went and pegged out on you, which is just really rude, to be truthful. But he's got a Frank Sinatra voice. She's laughing.
Wow, he's found me a Frank Sinatra.
He's found you a real live,
A real
yes, a real live one, in the shape of
love
Joe
it.
Smith. But he, now,
Joe.
But Joe doesn't know about it yet. He's up in London,
Joe
but he'll give him a
Smith.
call.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
It would do. Anybody calls Smith sounds familiar, for goodness sake. Come on. Anyway, he's going to have a chat with him, and if this happens, we're going to see Purdy and Joe Smith at Marlow Bottom's Rocking singing your song.
Bottom.
Yes, let's
I
make
knew I
this
got it the
happen.
wrong way
Right,
round.
girl. You know what I think should happen is that all comes together is the two of you should come in here and do it live on the radio.
Oh, even better. Better be in my
Definitely.
programme, not yours.
It so wouldn't work on BizBuzz.
yeah.
I'm happy for it to be on your programme if I can be here. That's
Again. Can that be next year? Once a year's enough. No, that sounds brilliant. Purdy, we'll leave it to you to organise. Now listen, how can we, because you know what, 5 minutes left.
Really?
I
Yep,
know.
that's an hour. Whoosh.
How did that happen?
I know, how dare people come here and enjoy themselves. How are we going to hear your music? Because we've got to check you out now. Now we've heard about this fabulous Purdy who lives down the road.
Oh,
in Netherlands.
well, please go to Purdy Music. Well, there's purdymusic.co.uk, which is my website, and there's Purdy Music on Facebook, there's Purdy Music TV on Twitter. It goes on and on. Isn't social media
wonderful.
tiresome?
Not at all. We definitely need.
There's nowhere to hide.
Oh,
But it's
I
great.
will find you.
I know where you live.
I know where you live. So we'll have another one of your songs to take up to the news as well too, which would be the other one you'd choose.
Ooh,
that's a
do you
hard
know
thing.
What? Oh God,
Yeah.
let's do one of Matt's if he's still
Yeah,
listening. We
Matt's
could do
listening.
"Diamond in the Dust," which is the title track to the album.
I find it. I've got it. And this is one. This is what. Oh, this is all the one Matt's involved in as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
What did he do with this? Did he co-wrote?
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Did the
Matt,
arrangement.
you're very talented. I'm loving you.
Schmooze.
I love Matt as well. I'd love Matt to come in and I'll play that one as well for him as well. Purdy, you can come back.
Thank you.
You haven't had a chance to say enough anyway. What's next for you? We've got a minute to tell you what are you up to next?
I've got quite a few shows in London, so please check out my website.
Oh, absolutely.
Come and join us. We're actually at the launching 100 Wardour Street next Tuesday night. So
Ooh.
please come down. I'm also at
That
the
sounds
Cricket
posh.
Billet, which is a local gig,
that's
on
lovely.
the 10th of February. So I think it might be sold out now, but please try them
If it's not sold out
we
now,
like to
it'll be
squeeze
sold
people
out
in.
soon.
We like to squeeze them in.
Yeah, don't worry about this sold out instance. You can always get in. Just say you're Purdy's friend. You'll get in. Honestly, I did it the other week. Just say yes, personal friend, and there's always a table in the corner somewhere. They
outside.
just stop because they just stop because of fire, and then somebody doesn't turn up. So it's worth just going along, isn't it?
Well,
Which Cricket Billet, by the way? There's a few of them.
in Stoke Row.
Oh, that one.
With lovely Paul Clarehew. There's another name.
Oh, there's another name.
Lovely.
He can come too.
They have some really great performers there.
They do.
And
It's
you.
a fabulous venue.
Yeah,
One of
no,
my faves.
You finished dribbling now, Mark, have you? Purdy, you have been more than a star.
It's been wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Have you survived?
I think so. I'm going to go lie down in a darkened room now.
Well, we're going to finish off, going up to the news with this fabulous song, Diamond in the Dust, sung by Purdy, written as well with the lovely Matt Johnson from Jamiroquai. Consent,
Tart, you
tongue
really are.
stuck there. Because I was trying to talk so fast.
So many plugs.
I'm not here next Wednesday. I'm here Wednesday week. Come back and join me then. I'm sure I'll find somebody fabulous as well for the following week.
Not as fabulous as me.
Oh, not fabulous. Nowhere close, Purdy. Here we go with your diamonds. I love you, darling. You're brilliant.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.